Hello. Hope you can hear me. We're a little, very, very slightly later than usual today. Good old technical difficulties. It wouldn't be a Jackbox Saturday stream without them. Welcome to the corridor from Trivia Murder Party 2. I had a word with the serial killer. We're pretty much on first name terms now, but he's asked me not to tell you what it is. And yeah, he's let me borrow the Murder Hotel to host my streams in. So yeah, I will be coming to you live from the Trivia Murder Hotel corridor from now on. And those of you who've seen Twitter will already know, today we are going to do what I am referring to as the Jackbox Trivia Trilogy. So we are going to play both Trivia Murder Parties, and we're also going to pay our first visit on this channel to You Don't Know Jack full stream from Party Pack 5, I think it is. We're going to do that one in the middle. If you're new to the streams, first of all, a big hello to you, and thank you very much for choosing to spend your Saturday afternoons in my company. I'll try not to let you down. And if you are new, here's how this works. What you need is a web browser. Generally, people will play along with this on their phone, but you can also use a tablet or another tab on the same browser you're watching this in if you happen to be watching it on a computer. And you need to go to, and I don't know how this is going to work because I haven't checked how well this gets filtered out. This could look terrible. Jackbox.tv on your web browser, where you will be shown a room code and a field to enter your name. You don't have to register any accounts. You don't have to download any apps. It is literally just go to that website and await further instructions, which will be coming soon, because we are going to get straight into our first game of the afternoon, which is the first Trivia Murder Party. Now, I know Trivia Murder Party 2 has been a fairly regularly played game on this stream. It is probably my favourite of all of the Jackbox games, but we're going to go back to the first one, which does have, of course, some differences, otherwise why would they make a sequel? Such as not requiring a perfect answer to escape from the hotel at the very end of the game, and there were a couple of other mini-games, of course, that were added in TMP2 as well. So, without further ado, let's get over there and play our first game of the afternoon, Trivia Murder Party. Which hopefully you can all hear coming through loud and clear in the background. Let's play. But yes, a green screen. We invest in the future of this channel. It's not the best green screen in the world. There's probably a terrible tinge around my around me, but you know, the room's not ideal for the kind of for green screen work. But anyway, enough about my background or lack thereof. Let's just get this game underway, shall we? Your room code is ITTS Igloo Tango Delta Sierra. In you come. Hello to Lackmus. Hello Earthworm Sally. I saw you waiting before the stream started as well. Hello Captain Price. We got any advance on 4? We've got 4 concurrent viewers. What's Yummy Mummy calling herself this week? Ah, there's Queen Bee. I see Aggie47 in the chat. Let's see if we can get to 6, shall we? Your webcam is small. Well, I didn't want to I didn't want to dominate the I didn't want to dominate the game. I could probably put myself back in the corner now, but I just leave the game up there, and so I'm not in the way of the room code or anything, because it appears in different places on every game. So it was just easier to hide me down here in the corner. I think that's all 6 of us. We might be joined by a couple of people later on. The link is on Reddit. Hopefully we're not joined by some of the people we got last week, but we'll see how it goes. Let's play Trivia Murder Party. Sit back and relax, says my phone. Relax. We're in a hotel. Actually, it wasn't a hotel in the first one, was it? But let's let the intro play. Why not? Trivia Murder Party.
Wake up! Wake up! Hey, welcome to Trivia Night! A gauntlet of pain and judgment, but it's also just stupid fun. You'll love it or my name isn't... Whoops! Almost broke the first rule of nameless serial killers there.
I know his name, he's letting me borrow the hotel.
I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the minigame, I'll kill you. But don't worry, Ghost can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. And you still have time to join the audience and potentially get killed by me. It's fun. Am I talking too much? I always overshare on a first kidnapping. Let's start the game.
Usual rules apply. We'll play each game
now,
twice.
First question. Irony. It's like rain on your wedding day, except nothing like that. Alfred Nobel, founder of the Nobel Peace Prize, also invented what? Use your device to answer the question.
Alfred Nobel, founder of the Nobel Peace Prize, also invented what? Nerve gas, dynamite, napalm, or the machine gun?
And the correct answer is...
It is dynamite.
Right? The rest of you, prepare for your punishment.
Captain Price and Queen Bee got that one wrong.
Welcome to the killing floor. Now it's time to flex your creative muscles. And yes, you should probably feel some pressure right now.
Drawn and quartered.
Curiosity.
Ah, we've got drawing games.
Draw this thing as best as you can and press send when you're finished.
So, draw curiosity. If I remember rightly, we've then got to vote on who drew the best one, and the person with the least votes dies. Or it could be the other way around, we've got to vote who drew the worst one. Queen Bee is done. As the hourglass ticks away for Captain Price.
Now everyone gets to vote. Pick the drawing that you hate the most.
So pick the worst drawing. Are we going with A
don't
or
be
B?
shy. Pick a drawing for punishment.
The thinking man or the question mark?
The votes are in.
3-1 to the question mark.
This is democracy
Sorry, Queen
at
Bee.
work, people.
Our first
See,
victim.
I wasn't joking when I said I'd kill you. I just totally killed you. But keep playing, and I promise you can still win. I kind of wish I were a ghost. Someday. It's early, but here are your scores. But don't get too high or too low, because you're all doomed.
As always,
Remember?
cash for the winners. No, cash for the people who got the question right, rather.
Let's try another one. After you watch the mysterious videotape from The Ring, how long do you have before you die?
After you watch the mysterious videotape from The Ring, how long do you have before you die? 2 days, 5 days, 7 days, or 10 days? I've never seen this, but I imagine it would suck if that film happened to be a rental. Imagine like going and borrowing it from your local Blockbuster or whatever at the time, and then
Who said?
7 days it is.
Lame.
And everyone got it right. Well
How
done.
about this?
It occurs to me I haven't got the
The
subtitles
traditional
on.
Korean dish, kimchi, is made from fermented what?
The traditional Korean dish, kimchi, is made from fermented what? Bean sprouts, cabbage, fish, or radishes? Speak English, Mike. Just Aggie 47 left to answer, I think.
And the correct answer is this one.
Ah, well done to the four of us who got that right. Me and Aggie 47.
Let's play a game.
Yes, so much.
Hello, guten Tag. Welcome back to the killing floor.
Killing floor. What's it going to be this time?
It's time
Words.
to use your words. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. It wasn't easy to make this whole letter grid thing work on your phone, so you're welcome. I'm going to hurt the person with the shortest
will
word.
Be punished.
Do it now.
So make the longest word you can.
The letters don't have to touch each other. And remember to press submit when you're done.
I feel I could have gone longer, but we'll see. I didn't want to run out of time, as I often do when I'm trying to come up with a really good answer to these things. Some of you might be getting asked to vote on who you expect to die
Let's see
here.
what you could come up with.
Oh no!
Brace yourself.
I'm dead! That sucks.
Here's how the standings are. Standing.
So we're 2 down.
Here's another one. Which of these is not a style of women's jeans from Old Navy?
Which of these is not a style of women's jeans from Old Navy? Flare, boyfriend, rockstar, or flirt? And remember, if you are dead, you can still play along. Ghosts can still win. It's just that living player gets the head start.
And the correct answer is this.
Flirt. Well done to Captain Price and Queen Bee who got that right.
Who are still alive, you're in for a treat.
Takes 3 of us back to the killing floor. For a game of fingers.
The finger cutting game. It's all pretty much there in the title, honestly. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. Super simple. Alright, let's lose a finger.
So, fingers being cut off. You'll find out what that means shortly if you don't already know. $33 for the fingers being sold online.
Next question.
You can get anything on eBay, can't you?
The greatest threat we face today is digital terrorism. What was the name of that U2 album that just showed up for free in everyone's iTunes account in 2014?
Well, what was the name of that U2 album that just showed up for free in everyone's iTunes account in 2014? No Line on the Horizon, Songs of Innocence, The Crystal Ballroom, or The Fame? I got this. Still had an iPhone back then. Android user these days.
Who picked?
It was Songs of Innocence, and well done to the 4 of us who got that right.
I have a surprise for you.
Lackmus is off to the killing floor.
Good news! It's math time. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. All the other players will be playing along too. And if any of them do better than you, there will be a punishment.
So, maths everyone.
Time. Let's go.
Let's do some sums. 10 plus 9, 9 minus 2, 11 plus 2, 8 plus 9, 7 minus 1, 7 plus 7, 0 minus 10,
like
5 minus 8. I am concentrating too hard. No, that's wrong. I am frozen. Wow, Lackmus is doing well. I've actually glanced up at the screen thinking I was doing alright, and Lackmus is running away with it. I think Lackmus might be surviving this. 23.
Well,
outstanding.
You won this round.
Lackmus lives. Outstanding work from Lackmus there.
Let's try this again.
I thought I was doing well, and then I looked up and Lackmus was on like 17 or something.
What was the name of the girl Zach Morris dated his senior year of Saved by the Bell? You know, the one who always appeared when Kelly and Jesse weren't in the episode? She always wore a leather jacket and rode a motorcycle.
What was the name of the girl Zach Morris dated his senior year but Saved by the Bell? Stacey Carosi, Tori Scott, Lisa Turtle, or Violet Bickerstaff? I don't know this one.
Who said this?
See? Oh, well done to Aggie47, the only one who got that right.
Fun. Let's play a dice game. I'll go first. 15. Now I need a little help from a safe player. You'll do. In order to live, should they roll higher or lower? The choice is yours.
So, 3 dice, higher or lower than 15, to live.
That is gonna be difficult.
You're
Roll
all
higher
dead.
than me or you die.
Cap Price is dead. Blackness is dead. Earthworm Sally is dead.
Ooh, bad roll.
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh good, we're just
Which
down to
just
1.
leaves Aggie47.
Congrats on making it here alive. Now let's see if you can escape with your body. I'm going to give you a category. Countries that have green in their flag. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit.
Aggie47 just picking the correct
Let's see
answers.
the right answers. You move
Well done,
forward
2
one
space.
space for every correct
An extra 2 spaces on the head start. I'll get there in a minute.
You're getting real close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next
Okay,
question.
it's a race to the exit.
Ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you.
As is always the case, tap the answers that are correct. Sometimes none of them will be, sometimes all of them will be, and then hit submit. Countries containing the Alps, Liechtenstein, Greece, or Italy. Move 1 space for every correct answer and attempt to catch
Here's
Aggie47.
another
You
one.
don't need a perfect answer to escape
The
in
Jungle
this one.
Book animals.
Just getting to the exit first is enough. They changed that for Trivia Murder Party 2, which we'll come back to later, of course. All 3. Earthworm Sally didn't get any of those, and I thought Akela wasn't one for some
Are you
reason.
afraid
Why?
of the
How did
dark?
I miss that?
You should be. The 7 habits of highly effective people.
7 habits of highly effective people. Speak only when spoken to. Synergize. Imagine you've already won. Oh, I got 2 of those. Earthworm Sally got all 3. Redemption.
The ghosts are catching up.
As the darkness moves in, Lackmus is in trouble.
Caribbean nations.
Queen Bee's just staying out of trouble for now. Dominican Republic, Barbados, Aruba. It's all 3.
That just wasn't challenging enough.
Good selection of good answers, everyone. Getting away from the darkness, just about. Aggie47 stays in the lead. European capitals. Berlin, Bern, Naples. Aggie47 just staying ahead. Any one of me, Captain Price, and Earthworm Sally could catch him with a perfect answer if he flunked the question entirely. It's those 2. There we are, perfect answers for Captain Price and Earthworm Sally, who moved to within 1. It's getting close. Lockmus in danger from the darkness again here, though. Prime numbers. Numbers, of course, that are only divisible by 1 and themselves. And it's none of them, which Earthworm Sally knew, and Earthworm Sally takes the lead.
Better get away fast. Ivy League schools.
Ivy League schools, Amherst College, Yale University, Brown University. Aggie47 drops the joint 3rd. Captain Price running in 2nd, Earthworm Sally just ahead. Well done, everyone there. Good answers.
Well,
Captain Price is going to go into the lead now.
another life swap.
Everybody safe from the darkness for a little while.
Declaration of Independence.
I think Captain Price could win it here. Close enough to the exit. Just needs to get the answers. Oh, 3 for Aggie 47. Captain Price moves closer to the exit. Earthworm Sally's 1 away. 4 potential winners on the next question.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle characters.
Earthworm Sally needs 1. Earthworm Sally got 2. And wins! Captain Price would have won it there, I think. Earthworm Sally survives. $12,050 stolen. Search party humiliated. Congrats, Earthworm Sally. Just going to finish a tweet and then we'll get on with game number 2. Cause of death, bad with words. Yes, I was. Cause of death, unlucky roll for Captain Price. Finishing $2 behind me. $10,642 for Aggie 47, losing his life force, being caught in the end game. $9,867 for the Queen Bee, who drew something awful. Survivor Earthworm Sally, $12,050. The point of the finger, Peter, is that once you've cut off one of your fingers, you can no longer select that answer for the remainder of the game. So if you choose answer, say if you chop off your 3rd finger, you can't pick answer number 3, which means if that was the right answer, tough luck. And the reason we didn't have subtitles is because I can't turn on subtitles. There you go. Alright. Never mind. Game number 2 coming up. And then we move on to the first appearance on stream of You Don't Know Jack. Pop culture, Cookie Masterson, other such great things. New room code is AINZ, Alpha, Indigo, November, Zulu. I think those are right. Let's see how many we've got today, this time round. We have Irene, welcome back Irene. Captain Price, Aggie 47, Earthworm Sally, this is filling up quickly. Queen Bee, where's Lackmus? Do we still have Lackmus? We have 7 viewers, we have 6 players. Does anybody else want to take up those last 2 spaces? Let's have a look. Just go to jackbox.tv, if you dare, and enter that room code, AINZ. If you don't want to play along, you can always sit in the audience and interfere from there, voting on who's going to die and that sort of thing. And in Trivia Murder Party 2, you even get to answer along the questions and play in the end game as well. Welcome to Wrong Answer, taking up spot number 7. Can we get one more and make it a full complement? Is there anyone out there who's just watching but not playing? Come on in, we don't bite. The serial killer might. Or he might shoot you, or he might chop you in half, or he might freeze you and then shatter you. Just don't get any questions wrong and you'll be fine. Alright, looks like we're going to be on 7 for this one. If you don't make it in time, you can always join the audience. Let's play Trivia Murder Party one more time. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we'll skip the intro, we've already seen it.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
We are the little
Welcome to
piggies.
Trivia Night, a gauntlet of pain and judgment. But it's also the feel-good trivia fun time hit of the summer. You'll
Yes,
love
it is, Sally. It's the Jackbox Trivia Trilogy.
I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the mini-game, I'll kill you. But don't worry, ghosts can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. Oh, and anyone watching the game can join the audience. Why let your friends hog all the pain? What else?
If that's you,
I feel like
room
I'm
code's in the
forgetting
bottom right-hand corner.
information that would help you stay alive. Oh well, let's just start.
Here we go. Can Earthworm
First
Sally
question.
defend their title?
What is the Canadian equivalent of a Grammy?
What is the Canadian equivalent of a Grammy, an Eisner Award, a Juno Award, an Obie Award, or an Atom Award? Get your answers / guesses in now. 15 seconds to go, just about. Just waiting on Irene and wrong answer.
And the correct answer is... Who got the question right?
It's a Juno Award. Well done to Irene and Aggie47, the only two to get that right.
I have a surprise for you.
We could be starting with a bit of a massacre here. Let's see what game we're playing.
Welcome to the killing floor. I'm going to ask you a question. Answer very carefully. What's a great name for a duck? Type an answer on your device and press send.
What's a great name for a duck? There we go. And then I guess those left alive get to pick the worst answer, and he kills the people who were unfortunate enough to have been selected. Let's hope it's not you. Just waiting on Queen Bee, who's putting a lot of thought into their duck name.
Now everyone gets to vote. Pick which of these
Beaky,
answers
Yum,
you hate
Quack
the
Dog,
most.
Quacky Masterson, or
Whoever
Terry.
wrote the
Pick
answer
the
with
worst
most
answer.
votes dies.
So we've all got to pick.
Pick the
Pick
answer
the worst
that makes you
answer.
go, oh, hell no.
Just waiting on a couple of the living to select.
The votes are in.
Oh, hello to our audience member. 4 people voted for Yum.
I
Yum
just
duck.
feel so bad for you right now. Not that bad.
And Queen Bee's Duck Duck Goose is cooked.
Here's the early scores. These will change over time, probably. That's how scores work. Oh, and let's see how the audience is doing. And the audience is living down to my expectations.
Welcome, audience member. We'll be playing You Don't Know Jack full
Question.
stream next, so if you stick around, you'll get to join in with that
In the
one.
Jungle Book, which animal is Aquila?
Yeah.
Use your device to answer the question.
Throwback to the last game's final round where I didn't know Arcala was in the Jungle Book. I should have known. So now I'm supposed to remember what kind of animal they are. I think, having remembered now, I do know this. Watch me get it wrong.
Who picked this?
Well done to the 5 of us who got that right.
The rest of you, I want to show you something. Welcome back to the killing floor. We're going to play chalices.
Chalices.
I've given all the safe players a bit of poison to use. Pick a chalice to put your poison in.
One of the games that made it over to Trivia Murder Party 2, pretty much unmodified, I think. All the safe players, pick a
And
pick
it's
a
your
chalice
turn now.
to put your
Pick
poison
a
pellet in.
chalice to drink from. These aren't even my best chalices, so yeah, I'm a pretty cool guy.
Let's see.
Hope it tasted good. Now let's see what everyone drank.
Okay. Ah,
Huh, no one drank any poison. This is so embarrassing. Please tell me that nobody put this up on YouTube.
no?
Let's take a peek at those scores. Who's feeling the pressure?
And so
I've
we
got
move
more
on
questions
to
for
question
you.
3 with only one of us down so far.
What was the name of the business in the British version of The Office?
What was the name of the business in the British version of The Office? Dunder Mifflin, Wernham Hogg, Sterling Cooper Price, or Pied Piper? Well, I know which one of these it wasn't. And I'm fairly certain I know which one it was, because I think I know what the name was in the US version of The Office.
Who said this one?
Yeah, Dunder Mifflin was the US version of The Office, and Pied Piper was Silicon Valley.
Come with me.
Which is a great show, by the way. If you haven't watched it, it has finished now, but it's worth going back to.
Ooh, look at all this money just sitting here for anyone to take. Here's how this is going to work. If no one takes the money, no one dies. But if you do take the money, I'll kill everyone who didn't. There's one catch. If you all take the money, then you all die. Think of this as a fun
So if
team
no one
building
takes the money, no one
exercise.
dies.
Talk it
But
out.
if you do take some, then he'll kill everyone who doesn't take money. But if you all take money, you all die. So it's a difficult one, this. What do you do? I imagine if you've got a room and you can talk amongst yourselves, you can work this out. But let's see.
Whatsoever.
3 took the money.
Wow.
Which
You're gonna
means-
have to live with what you've done, but you get to live. Aww, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Aggie 47, the only one with any morals. Which unfortunately means he's dead. Ah, Sally. Football coach, no. I am pictured. My profile picture is me with the team that I support, but I'm a commentator, not a coach.
Alright,
It was
next
just like a
question.
perk of being a supporter that I got to
if you
have my
reach for
picture
the
taken
sky,
with the squad.
Anything is possible. What's directly above the troposphere?
What's directly above the troposphere? The thermosphere, the exosphere, the mesosphere, or the stratosphere? Oh, and thanks for the follow, by the way. I noticed earlier in the week you followed me, so thanks for that. I think I've been losing followers because I keep plugging these streams and people are supposed to be following me for my web development and football content, but
Who said this?
well done to everyone who got that right. But unfortunately,
Let's
wrong
go
answer
someplace
lived up to
far.
his name.
Oh, good.
Loser wheel.
It's the always demoralizing loser wheel. Less stalling and more spinning.
I have never seen anyone survive this. I actually think
Round
it's
and
properly
round
rigged.
she goes. Where she
First
stops.
time for everything now. Oh! What did I say?
Wait, you get to live?
Honestly,
I didn't see
I have
that
played
one
this game so many times, over so many months, and I have never seen that survive. I mean, the odds aren't great. Look at the wheel, but well done, wrong answer. First time for
Let's try
everything.
another one.
I attempted that. You can thank me.
Spoiler
I made
alert.
that happen.
In Peter and the Wolf, who gets eaten by the wolf?
And Peter and the wolf. Who gets eaten by the wolf? The grandfather, the duck, the cat, or Peter? Hello, Jackbox house party. Two members in the audience as well, answering along.
And the correct answer is
It's
this.
the duck. Well done, Irene, and wrong answer.
Let's
The rest
play
of us
a
are in
game.
trouble.
It's time for a memory
Patterns.
game. Memorize the pattern.
Memorize the pattern.
Alright, let's hide my toys. Let's just take a moment or two for that information to slowly drift out your short-term memory. A little time
Which it
for you
will.
to forget what the things were, what the colors were.
Shut up and get
A
on with
little
it!
time for you to mess up, basically. From left to right, what was the order of the weapons?
I
If
am
you have the worst
so dead.
memory, you die. Don't forget.
I am so dead.
Remember this? How close did you get?
What?
It looks like you forgot what was at stake.
Fine. Fine. What working from home for 7 weeks does to you. Or however
Did
long it's
anybody
been
hear
now.
that? I think the
A
squirrels are back to
complete
at it.
failure. That was miserable
Ugh,
on my part,
this
wasn't
is what
it?
it's like to be a
Terrible,
homeowner,
terrible,
kids.
terrible. Moving on.
This. Sorry
Big
if this one's a
F,
little
yes,
too easy
big Fs
because
for
it's
me.
totally common knowledge, but how many quarts can the SCR-300SS crockpot model hold?
How many quarts can the SCR 300 SS crockpot model I have? Barely any idea what a crockpot is. So I'm going to just guess at this and see what happens. And we have 3 members in the audience now. Hello.
Who picked this one?
It was 3. Well done to the 4 of us who presumably guessed that, unless one of you actually owns an SCR 300 SS.
I've got more questions for you. How long did Rip Van Winkle sleep?
The only players who got that wrong were ghosts, so no need for a killing floor. How long did Rip Van Winkle sleep? 20 years, 40 years, 60 years, 80 years. Heck of a snooze either way. Kinda wishing I could sleep for any of those durations right now. Maybe my memory would get better.
And the correct answer is this.
20 years. Irene and Earthworm Sally got that right, which means Captain Price and wrong answer
Prepare for your punishment.
are in trouble.
Oh darn, this is such a mess.
It's memory
There's
again.
blood all over this art. This keeps happening to all my art. Memorize the pattern of blood.
Study it carefully.
Okay, you've had long enough. Ugh, my tummy's upset. I've been eating a lot of farro lately. A lot of people are hung up on quinoa, but farro is where it's at. Yeah, they're both ancient grains
Shut up,
and
get over
both are a
it.
good source of protein, but only farro gives me that smug self-satisfaction that lets me look down at all you quinoa eaters. Anywho, reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. The person who is furthest from the pattern will die.
Assuming after all of that rambling on, either of you can remember the pattern. Wrong answer has submitted a girl.
Here's that art again.
There's the pattern.
Now it's time to show your work.
Not bad. 100% from wrong answer. Impressive.
Uh-oh, we found our loser.
Which means Captain Price is dead. Wrong answer doing very well.
Nice score,
We have
audience.
3 players left
FYI,
alive.
That was sarcasm.
And an audience that's doing very well. And that wasn't sarcasm.
Let's try this again. Picture
Question
Babe Ruth's
8.
backside. Okay, good. Now, what number did Babe Ruth wear for the Yankees?
What number did Babe Ruth wear for the Yankees? 2, 3, 5, or 7? I recognise that music.
Who said this one?
And there we go. Feels good to be a
I
5.
have a surprise
What's
for
that
you.
then? Wrong answer.
Let's see if you can string some letters together.
It's the words
Use
game.
letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. I got some of these letters from Highlights Magazine. Oh, and all these other players get to play along too. And if any of them spell a longer word than you will be punished.
So,
Begin.
make the longest word you can with the letters displayed on your device.
By the way, the letters don't have to be touchy. And don't forget to press submit when you're done.
Is that a word? Well, it's taken it. Let's see. Three people in the audience who voted as well. Time's running out.
You're almost out of time.
If I had to be a Halloween-themed monster, what would it be? I'll open that one up to chat as well.
Let's see
Hello,
what
it's
you
your
did
boy
there.
Toasted Bread, by the way. Pagan, that's 5.
Probably should have mentioned you have to enter actual words.
Ha!
Let's see if anyone beat you.
Mega Project. What?
What a word nerd. A nerd who will dance on your grave.
For reference, I put in an 8-letter word. Toiletry.
You
Thinking,
think
you know, the
who
singular
your
of
friends are,
toiletries.
And then they viciously attack you in
It
a
would have been
trivia
better,
game.
but
Same
11?
old story.
And then there were 2. Irene and Earthworm Sally.
Let's
Question
try
9. We've had a
number
game go
one.
to question 10 of Trivia
We
Murder
have
Party
to protect the
2.
environment. We have to live here for a long time. Well, not you. You only have a few minutes, but you get my point. Which car company makes an electric vehicle called the Leaf?
Ooh, I know this one. Which car company makes an electric vehicle called the Leaf? Toyota, Hyundai, Nissan or Kia? Get your answers in now.
And the correct answer is this.
Nissan, and we all knew it, as did 50% of a
Too easy.
3-person audience. How does that work? Question 10.
Ooh, I just kicked over a can of chloroform. Alright, we've got a short amount of time before the fumes overtake us.
Oh,
No more Mr. Nice Guy for me.
He's bored.
It's time to kill all but one of you. That's why you're all gonna take turns spinning the loser wheel. Let's go in order, starting
Dramatic.
with the least money. Don't get all conscientious objector on me now.
spin that loser wheel.
Yeah, baby, now that's how you spin the loser wheel.
He's had enough, he wants us dead.
Hard to beat
There we
those
go.
odds, and you didn't.
Earthworm Sally
One
goes,
of
which
you
just
left.
leaves
We did
Irene.
it, everyone. Now we can finally go to the final round. Took long enough.
Yeah, he gets
Glad
bored
see
when we
you
get
made
to
it
10
here
questions.
alive. But can you escape with your
And so for
body?
the final round.
I'm going to give you a category. Original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers.
Extra 2 space head start for
Move forward
Irene.
1 space for every correct answer. You're getting real close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And
Democrats.
ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you.
Let's have a look. And of course, if one of us catches Irene, we steal her life force and could potentially win the game. Clock ticking down, people thinking about this one. I got 2 of those. Everybody got at least 1 except Irene, so everybody gets to catch up a little bit.
American Idol winners.
American Idol winners. I think I know one of them for definite. Oh, okay. Well done, Earthworm Sally, you knew it was all 3.
We're gonna catch you. Beware of the darkness.
Here comes the
Las
darkness.
Vegas casinos.
Las Vegas casinos. Earthworm Sally closing in on Irene already. A wrong answer in 3rd. Captain Price and me. A space behind. Aggie 47 in danger of the darkness. So is Queen Bee. Yay! All 3 for me.
Now,
It's
can
goodbye,
you play
Aggie
with me
47.
forever? Bone Thugs and Harmony members.
Bone Thugs and Harmony members. Hazy Bone, T-Bone, Flesh and Bone. However, I'm just writing a tweet while I answer that as well. Multitasking YouTuber. Flesh and Bone it is. I got all of those wrong. Earthworm Sally got all of them right. Closes to win the space of Irene.
Down your neck. Spooky.
And the darkness closes in on Captain Price, Queen Bee and me.
Egyptian
We're in trouble.
gods.
I need one of these. Otherwise I'm out of it. Vulcan, Horus, and Kodos. Let's see. It was Horus. I got all three of those. Irene, Earthworm, Sally. Continuing to keep a distance. Which is, appropriate for the current time. Sharks, Goose, Tiger, and Card. Does it mean actual sharks, or is that last answer? Queen Bee and Captain Price are in danger of the darkness. Gets away with it though. I'm the only one who got one of those wrong. Card Shark is a shark. Sort of. Earthworm Sally takes the lead. Title defense is on.
Here comes the next question. Chemical elements.
Chemical elements. Queen Bee needs 2. Earthworm Sally closing in on another victory. Irene hot on the heels. There's a gap now. Earthworm Sally could win it on the next question.
This is so close. A real photo finish.
Queen Bee does enough to escape the darkness for now.
States that border Tennessee.
Get your map of America out. Is it West Virginia? Is it South Carolina? Is it Kentucky? Is it 2 of them? Is it 3 of them? Is it none of them? Earthworm Sally needs 1, I think. Possibly 2. Kentucky was the only one. Earthworm Sally got 2. Earthworm Sally wins again. Title successfully defended. Earthworm Sally lifts $15,367. In other news, pizza hits the spot. Yes, it does. Whole audience of 3 dies. Died with $11,290. So it's a Trivia Murder Party double for Earthworm Sally. Congratulations. Irene totally choked. $15,067. Caught at the end. Captain Price just couldn't remember well enough, although, to be fair, the memory game with the grenades and the knives and so on, perfectly there. I didn't have the best memory either. That was just embarrassing. $10,668. $10,335 for wrong answer who did not find the longest word, or didn't indeed find a legitimate word at all in the end. $8,001 for Queen Bee, who everyone hated what they wrote. Mean. $4,999 for Aggie47, who just wasn't greedy enough to survive. Didn't take the money. But with $15,367, our survivor again is Earthworm Sally. But now, we move on to, for the first time on the stream, You Don't Know Jack full stream, which, for those who've never played You Don't Know Jack, it's another trivia game. We're doing a Trivia Trilogy special today. We'll do other ones like this. I mean, there's enough games where you have to make up your own answers. There's enough games where you have to draw. So we'll probably do other ones like this, and then we'll go back to the Uno cards at some point and let them pick. But I thought it would be a fun thing to do this weekend, to have a Trivia Trilogy special and play all of the trivia games. So, firing up Jackbox Party Pack 5 now. You Don't Know Jack, pop culture questions, questions that are worded kind of weirdly. Dis or dats, of course, where you've got to say whether something is, for example, a Pokemon or, I don't know, a character Johnny Depp has played in a film, maybe, or something like that. Never played it on stream. I've never actually played this one. I have played You Don't Know Jack. It was my first exposure to Jackbox games. I think they were called Jelly... Was it Jellybox or something at the time? They bought it back on Facebook, and I used to play it on a daily basis. But I've never actually played You Don't Know Jack full stream. So I will be as new to this as some of you. Just got to make sure it's configured, first of all. And then after 2 games of You Don't Know Jack full stream, we will go back to Trivia Murder Party and play Jellyvision. That was it. Okay, here we go. Settings, master volume, host, full screen, audience, extended timers on. I've got all of the You Don't Know Jack games on Steam as well, like the entire pack, from way back when they used to sell them on CD. Remember those? hide gibber. Do I trust players to keep it clean? I'm going to see how well. I'm going to see how we get on with that. Max play is 8. Can we up that? No, we can't. All right. Require Twitch, no. Audience, yes. Extended timers, yes. Post game sharing is fine. Start game from controller only. Okay, I think we're ready. You Don't Know Jack, full stream.
Some people said Binge Pipe was
Game
crazy
one
for
of
launching
one.
a streaming service inside a party pack of 5 games and offering no way to actually monetize it. And we're taking that under advisement. Binge Pipe.
Room code coming up.
Open to constructive
XM,
criticism.
TJ, X-Ray Mike, Tango Juliet. I'll join in the first game, and then we'll see how many people we've got. Players plus audience, and we'll maybe make some room for other people in the second game.
As a mom, I used to stay up nights worried about what my kids
All right,
were watching
Kirky's
on
back.
TV.
Wrong answer. Captain Price,
But then I
Nutter
got
Butter,
Binge Pipe.
Queen Bee,
With
Earthman,
hours
Sally,
and hours of
Verhexen.
quality movies,
That
TV
room filled up
programs,
nice and quick.
game shows.
Always good when
I
that
haven't had
happens.
time to worry
So
about
let's
my
just
kids
get the game
at
underway.
all. Whoa,
Over to you,
I'm
Cookie.
talking about a-
Binge Pipe is honored to be the new home of You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, you might as well trust us.
Hey, I'm Cookie. I ask the questions, you press the buttons. Read them and weep.
That's simple.
We got a full house.
My favourite
Please
Jackbox
follow me,
host.
if you will.
Apart from myself, obviously.
Time for question 1. First question. I'd like to quote the famous book, Big Famous Book of Quotes. Although it's never been confirmed, what most likely were Oscar Wilde's famous last words? Help! I'm drowning! Ow, ow, ow! I was shot! This knife hurts so bad! Or cough, cough! My meningitis is killing me!
I don't even have to read the answers out for you. I like this game already. Aggie47, go ahead and join the audience, and then we'll try to make room for you in the next game.
Oscar Wilde passed away in 1897 due to meningitis.
Well done to everyone who got that
You
right.
know, I can picture him saying that. He was such a witty guy.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
And now, why couldn't it have been Scrappy-Doo? Say Scooby-Doo mysteriously vanishes while solving a mystery. All the gang finds is the tag of his collar floating in a pool of blood. How do they know it's his? It's shaped like a paw print, it's shaped like a Scooby snack, it's shaped like his head, or it has his initials on it.
So $1,000 to everyone who got the question right earlier, $1,000 away from everyone who got it wrong. How will we do this time? Answers are in.
So what'd you pick? Ruh-roh. Scooby-Doo's collar tag is emblazoned with his big gold initials SD. And how the audience
Back on
fared?
0.
Congratulations, your friends are morons. That means the right answer's worth a little extra. You can thank
Wow.
me later.
More money!
Why don't we do it with 3?
Here we have, oh yes. And oh yes, it's a dis or dat. I'm going to list off 7 titles, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a best-selling self-help book or an album by the prog rock band Yes. Don't think too hard, I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between a book or a Yes album. And you're all doing this
Ready?
together, so focus up. Ready? Let's go. Getting to Yes. Classic Yes.
$300 for the correct answer. 300 away if you're wrong.
Essentially Yes.
It's tougher than I thought. I've got them both right so far. There you go. Jinxed it.
Year of Yes.
trying to see who's winning. Earthworm Sally's winning at the moment. On 0. 3 people got that one right.
Introducing Yes.
Six of us that time. Tuffy. Answers are in. 4 of us got that one right. 5 out of 7. Nobody got more than 5 out of 7.
But player 3, you really dropped the ball.
Binge Pipe customer retention protocol has been activated.
What's happening?
Oh, that means it's screw time.
That is the truth, Cookie. Use the screw to make answering a question harder for all the other players. The results may surprise you, and you'll receive a bonus for each player who chooses incorrectly.
Yeah, okay, they get it.
Use them wisely, or don't.
So, wrong answer gets to screw us at some point later in the game. That's good to know.
Oh, here's a good one. Rebelling outside the box. Which boxer is being rebellious in the country that the Boxer Rebellion took place? Manny Pacquiao littering in the Philippines, George Foreman listening to loud music in China, Oscar De La Hoya smoking cigarettes in South Africa, or Floyd Mayweather loitering in Germany?
See what I mean about the way the questions are worded? Answers are in.
And how'd we do? Oh, I'd spend $100 on pay-per-view to see that. The Boxer Rebellion took place in China from 1899 to 1901.
Whoops.
I held my own Boxer Rebellion by going commando today. How about this one? How did my dad get my email address? According to Godwin's law, the giant unending group email chain from my entire family will eventually result in which message? Mom, there is no God. Dad, stop acting like Hitler. Grandma, I wish you were all... What's this?
Oh!
Player 3 decided to screw. Hey, can you read without vowels? Oh, let's find out.
So, Mom, there is no God. Dad, stop acting like Hitler. Grandma, I wish you were all dead. Grandpa, new phone, who dis? Godwin's Law. 1.
So who got it? Yeah, just ignore Grandpa. I agree, Grandma. I agree. Godwin's law posits that any online discussion, if it goes on long enough, will eventually result in someone comparing someone else to Hitler.
Yep.
And I'm not just talking about Grandma's mustache. Nice use of the screw, player 3. Here's your extra cash.
2,000 extra dollars.
Round 1 is history. This leaderboard is brought to you by Binge Pipe.
Currently, player 7 is in the lead. And as a counterpoint, these players are making everyone feel bad. When the going gets tough, the tough gets more screws.
Round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using them. The rest of you better answer fast if you don't want to be screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
I am feeling joy.
I need to remake the Jackbox logo using my head.
Here's
Moving
what
on.
I like to call the pineapple expression. Which translated film title is using the Hawaiian word mahalo correctly? Mahalo for smoking? Mahalo, my name is... Well.
Ooh. No time
Player
wasted.
2 has unleashed the screw. Let's turn those frowns upside down.
Oh. Okay. I don't know whether anybody else got that, but all the answers on my phone went upside down.
Okay, what'd you pick? Mahal, no country for old men. Mahalo means thank you, as in the 2005 film Thank You for Smoking. Nice screwing, player 2. Have some cash.
$2,500. And an achievement for me because they used that so quickly. Everyone got it. So I'm building up the old Steam profile on these. It's good.
We value your needs. Would you like a question with air horns or a question about air horns? Choose on your devices now.
Take a question with air horns, please. Your opinions may differ.
Here are the votes. And now we'll fulfill our promise and deliver your content.
Mes collègues sont des crétins. 7.
Take a good look at a question with
Well, that's
air
what we asked
horns. If I get one of these babies in my hands, I just can't myself. How many compartments does a cow's stomach have? Or
So irreverent. 1, 2, 3, or 4, basically. But yeah, air horn SFX.
okay, who chose what?
Nope.
A cow has 4 distinct compartments in their stomach, or sometimes just referenced as 4 stomachs.
Queen Bee narrowly
4
leading.
stomachs. That'll make a lot of.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
It's time for semi-nudes. Which work of art is most in need of a shirt from Fruit of the Louvre? Venus de Milo, Mona. So watch out.
Oh, we're getting screwed.
Player 4 just used that screw. Say, can you answer a moving target?
Oh, what? Yeah. Think I managed to hit the right one. Oh, wrong way.
Hope you like what you picked. The ancient Greek Venus de Milo sculpture was created topless. And if they don't have her size at Fruit of the Louvre, you can always run down to Vatican's Secret. Way to screw player 4. I believe this belongs to you. This one's called Octopus Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. The doctor that is.
Changes color, but always starts out green. Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
So which one matches that definition?
Let's see who got it. Coffee beans start green, then usually turn red or yellow before becoming a very appetizing brown.
Well done to everyone who got that right. I wasn't one of them. As usual.
Let's try Red Beard. What's the proper name format for a subreddit about pirates on Reddit? R-matey, 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 or R-matey?
It's pretty much, I'm pretty certain it's R80. Is it colons, slashes, quote marks, or brackets? I think we've got a few people here from Reddit, so I'm expecting a few right answers
Let's see
here.
how that shook out. R.I.P. my inbox. Subreddits on Reddit are designated with a /r/ before the title.
Well done to just about everyone who got that
If
right.
you've never been on Reddit,
Queen
just
Bee's
imagine
raking
a
it in.
cute cat
Count
in an
Price and none of it have gone over
extremely
$10,000
nasty
as well. Round 3.
You made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Brand name faces. I hope you know what your brand mascots look like, you capitalist drone.
So you've just got to tap each answer that's right and fits the clue. Now it's birds. Ah, damn it. 3 of those. Baldies. Ho ho ho. Ha! Like how they threw themselves in at the end there. With hats. Yeah, okay. Four of them. I got all 4 of those. Yay me! Sunglasses. No, I didn't think that was right. Why did I go for that? Nope. Dang. Without pants. Oh. And net profit in that round. Final scores. Queen B, Captain Price. But
Player 5 takes it!
congratulations, Nutter Butter!
Congratulations, Player 5. You should be proud that you barely didn't lose. Makes sense because...
Close finish. Jack is back, ended on $200. Wrong answer, $4,500. 8,100 for the Hexen. I got 10k, a nice even 10k. 13,600 for Earthworm Sally. 17,600 for Queen Bee. Captain Price $100 further ahead than that, and winning it by just $700. Nutter Butter. Okay, we've got a fairly busy channel here today. We've got a fairly busy stream. So let's see if we can get a few new players into this game. As our winner from that game, Nutter Butter, you are allowed straight in to defend your title. I am going to sit this one out until it looks like there's going to be room for an 8th player, but we've got 14 viewers on stream at the moment, and a massive thank you to everyone who is tuned in, as always. If you played in that game, then hold off on joining this time round. Give some of those audience members or those people who are new to the stream time to get in. Go to jackbox.tv on your device and prepare to enter this room code. ZAAC Zulu Alpha Alpha Charlie. Let's see how quickly that room fills up, because we have got a busy little stream going this afternoon. Hello Lackmus, hello Ness, hello Willie, hello Queen Bee. Earthworm Sally.
Get down on the floor now. This is my
Room for
first
3
time
more.
teaching a yoga class.
There's wrong answer. There's the Hexen. I will join the audience once we've got an 8th player.
Like my signature donut sandwich.
I've never told anyone that before. Not even.
Are we going to get an 8th player?
Because I feel so close to you, Jennifer.
Come on in, the water's fine, we don't bite.
Whoopsie-doodle. Hey guys, what's up?
There's Nutter Butter back to defend his title, so I'm going to join the audience and then we're going to get this show on the road.
Thanks for all the positive feedback.
2, 1. There we go. I am in the audience, and if you didn't make it into the main game, feel free to come and keep me company, because I'll tell you what, it's lonely up here in the cheap seats.
You can trust.
Over to Cookie.
Hey there, I'm Cookie, and Binge Pipe's got me on one of those celebrity fad diets where you only eat poisonous beetles. I can feel it working.
And we're going to go to
I'm
Trivia
glad
Murder Party
all
2
eight of
after
you
this.
decided to play this game. Anything to keep you off the streets. And welcome to all of you in the audience who couldn't be bothered to buy the game. I'm adding an audience bonus just for you. The more
green screen
audience
showing
members
through.
pick the right answer, the less bonus money goes to the players. But if the audience screws it up, there's going to be a lot of cash on the line for that right answer. Okay, let's see what happens.
Here we go.
Time for question 1. Kicking things off, dial Ah for murder. Which murderer committed the worst crime but has the mildest burn? First-degree murderer with third-degree burns, first-degree murderer with first-degree burns, second-degree murderer with first-degree burns, or second-degree murderer with second-degree burns?
Which murderer committed the worst crime but has the mildest burn?
What'd you guys pick? Don't even look.
Nope.
Look, nobody knew it, so let's skip the formalities.
Ah!
First-degree murder is the most serious murder conviction in the U.S., yet a first-degree burn is the least serious type of burn.
Go on, who else went with A?
Now, how do they sentence arsonists?
Nobody went B, evidently.
Next, don't start a war you can't finish. If you're using Trojan condoms, which brand of lube would be a poor choice because the namesake is famous for breaching Trojan defenses? Egyptian Ease, Persian Pleasure, Grecian Glide, or Roman Rider?
Hello to our 3 other audience members.
Who picked what? Yeah, this isn't doing anything for me. The Trojan War was a battle between the city of Troy and the Grecian army.
Well done to the 2 of you who got that right.
The expressions, beware of Greeks bearing gifts, and don't make out with giant wooden horses. And how'd the audience do on that
Both
one?
good advice.
Good news! This audience is clueless. That means that right answer is worth even more. Buy yourself something nice.
I'm disappointed with myself for getting that wrong, but I'm more disappointed in all of you.
Why not try Flip or Flop? And it's not just a real estate TV show, it's a this or dat. I'm gonna read 7 words, and for each one, tell me if it's the name of an Olympic gymnastics flip or the title of a movie that flopped critically and commercially. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between a gymnastics flip or a movie that flopped. And you're all doing this together, so look alive. Here it comes.
Here we go.
Hike.
Gymnastics flip, commercial flop.
Tuck.
Wrong answer, and Lackmus are currently the only players who actually have any money.
Pan. Aerial.
Nobody's title defense needs work, although it came from nowhere last time, as I recall.
Sphere.
I think I've got all these right so far. I'm almost disappointed I'm not in the main game with you guys.
Ishtar. Salto.
Lackmus has dropped into negative figures. Wrong answer's the clear leader at the moment. Blackmus is back to $100. Well done to Vehexen, who got all 7 of those.
But player 1,
Willie Queen B
tough
got
one.
6.
You
Earthworm
failed to
Sally
live
and
up
Ness
to
got
my
5.
Already very low expectations.
Dissatisfaction
here comes the
has
screw.
been noted.
Looks like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Screwing during a question makes life a little tougher for all the other players in a variety of enjoyable ways, and you'll receive a monetary bonus for anyone who answers incorrectly.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Connecting with consumers makes me feel like I could be alive.
On to question 4.
I call this one. I go for the robot sex, but I stay for the heavily telegraphed plot twists. What should HBO title a Westworld spin-off if the producers wanted the title to contain an ordinal direction? Eastworld, Upworld, Oh, this'll be good.
Early screw from
Player 1 just
Lackmus.
let loose a screw. This one goes out to my grandma. Love you, Grams.
Whoa! An ordinal direction. 5 audience members. There's 13 of us playing this game. That's some good numbers.
Okay, let's take a look.
Uh-oh.
The ordinal directions on a compass, also known as the intercardinal directions, are southwest, northwest, northeast, and southeast.
Well done to the 4 of us who got that one right.
And in Southwest World, you can go to all the Arizona Cardinal games you want, and marijuana is mostly legal in some parts of it. Nice screw job, player 1. Here's that cash.
$2,000 for Lackmus. Back in the game.
Coming up next, type equals squiggly bracket female, comma, author, squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
Wow, BingePipe sure has a lot of user data, huh?
Some people would say too much. Those people are wrong. Governess wanted. Fire insurance policies. What's in the attic? Search denied. You must never go into the attic. Whose search history have we uncovered? Agatha Christie, Virginia Woolf, Toni Morrison, or Charlotte Bronte?
Whose search history is this then? Agatha Christie, Virginia Woolf, Toni Morrison, Charlotte Bronte.
And how do we do? Charlotte Bronte wrote Jane Eyre, a classic novel that features a governess, a house fire, and a secret locked up in the attic.
Well done to the 2 of you who figured that out.
Binge Pipe does not forbid you to
Wrong
go
answer's
looking
running
for
away
our
with it.
secrets because we know there's no way you'd ever find them.
That's it for round 1. How's everyone doing?
Currently, player 6 is in the lead. And on the other end of the spectrum, these players are negatively affecting our averages. The data
Yes,
we
you
have
are.
acquired demonstrates a need for more screws.
And remember, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be afraid to use them. The rest of you better answer fast before you get screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
Time and fun stops for no one.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Here's one for you. The verb's the word. Which of these sentences contains a transitive verb? I don't care. Serious. Brace yourself.
Oh.
Player 3 used that screw. Time to find out what you signed up for.
Okay. Fake terms of service. You know, I've got my 8-year-old daughter who's doing English at school, or would be, has probably got more chance of getting this right than me.
So what'd you pick? Well, I care. I care. A transitive verb has a subject before it and an object after it. You and this, for example.
Yeah.
You is the the subject of the sentence while you are the subject of a police investigation. Nicely screwed, player 3. This is your cash now.
Well done, Sally. I think that you were the only main player who got that one right.
This pairs nicely with a laugh
Question
track.
7.
How would Ray Romano accurately describe Romano cheese to his sitcom wife?
Deborah, it's hard.
Look sharp.
Oh. Jackson deploys the screw.
That screw. Embrace the change. Or don't.
Optional name changes as I was offered there. Taking a best
What'd
guess.
you guys pick?
6 people in the audience.
What a
Blimey.
comedic misunderstanding. Romano is a hard, sharp cheese. You know what else is hard? Maintaining a marriage for 9 seasons. Congratulations, you two. Very nice screw job, player 7. Enjoy your cash.
$2,500.
Looks like we've got some name changes. I'll send this along to the DMV.
Ms. Good try. From Sally. And who's that next to you who's winning? Player's choice.
We'd like to give you the illusion of control. Would you like a question with nothing to hide or a question with an ulterior motive? Pick an option on your device now.
Question with nothing to hide, or a question with an ulterior motive? What's it going to be? 50-50?
Your choices cancel each other out. Binge Pipe will choose for you.
Question with an ulterior motive it is.
This one's known as a question with an ulterior motive. Hey, so just hypothetically, if anybody
It's wrong
were to
answer that's
ask
winning.
where
Didn't
I
change their
was
name.
on November 24th, 1971, what would you say? Wasn't that the day the Lindbergh baby was kidnapped? Wasn't that the day D.B. Cooper hijacked a plane? Wasn't that the day the Black Dahlia was found? Or Cookie was with me the whole day, officer?
So which one of those was it? I'm going to say that one. I could be wrong. I probably am. I usually
what
am.
You picked. Oh, I want to believe you'd say that, I really do, but the fact is you know too much. Let's take your score out for a nice long drive.
Whoops.
Oh yeah, I guess the criminal known as D.B. Cooper hijacked a plane and stole $200,000 on November 24th, 1971, and then vanished without a trace. Weird.
Odd story. Go look it up.
Not that I was trying to get an alibi from you or anything. I'm just saying maybe some of this
Ms.
old
Good Try,
soggy
aka
money
Earthworm
just
Sally, goes
happens
into
to
the
find
lead.
its way to your score. Feast your eyes upon this. An SFW GPS. Where's the G spot? Between a guitar's D and A strings? Between a guitar's B and D strings? Between a guitar's B and E strings? Or between a guitar's F and H strings?
I think some of us, although I don't know if they're the ones that are playing the game in the main game right now, actually own guitars. I was expecting to see different answers for a second. I got a bit worried.
I love this part. I take it you've never played an instrument before. Just keep feeling around. You'll find it. Sweetheart, are your
Rude.
fingers getting tired? To play a G on a guitar, pluck the string between the B and D strings. Trust me, you'll know if you find it.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
There is no hiding from Charles Duckins. How would you expect a DuckTales of Two Cities to end? Louie gets beheaded pretending to be Dewey, Huey gets shot in the June Rebellion, Scrooge gets hanged for stealing a loaf of bread, or Launchpad gets trapped in an iron mask.
I would expect it to end with race cars, lasers, and aeroplanes, actually. In a duck blur.
Let's see who got it.
See, it's not
Look,
that
I'm
one.
not going to pretend any of you got this right.
Oh,
The
dear.
Charles Dickens classic A Tale of Two Cities ends with the hero switching places with someone he looks like at the guillotine.
Dude, spoilers.
It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away.
It can
Be
all
careful.
change in this final round.
It's gotta be a match that fits the... I see you already know the rules. Here's your clue. I can't believe you went there. Time to figure out who went where. Good luck.
Oh, who went to the moon? Just those three. Remember to answer quickly for more money. Although you lose more money if you're wrong. That's the risk you take. Back in time. The Doctor as in who? There's the 4. Harvard University. 3 of them. The outer space via the NASA shuttle. Who's been into space? Not necessarily all the way to the moon this time. The screams! The screams! Jellyfish, snails and chimpanzees. The Hunger Games. I feel like I should know some of these. The screams. Glimmer, Rue and Clove. Final scores. Wrong answer in 3rd. Bon voyage. Ms. Goodtry is the winner.
Nicely done, Player 5. The sweet smell of victory. Wait,
$13,818.
oh man, have I got a date with a pocket brownie.
Enjoy this exclusive.
Few players finishing on negative money there.
You don't know Jack.
But well done to Ms.
Funny
Goodtry.
story, this is true.
AKA our name changed
Before I got
Earthworm
that
Sally.
Romano cheese question, I
Have
had
emerged
no idea I could do a
victorious
Ray Romano impression.
in
And
our
then
second
out
game of You
nowhere,
Don't Know Jack full stream. I enjoyed that. That's going in the
I know it's
rotation.
only
I mean,
those
it was already in the
words,
rotation,
it's a
but
spot on Romano.
we hadn't
When
actually
Ray
played
plays
it yet.
this game, he's gonna think he said it
So,
himself. It's that good.
that was the second game of You Don't Know Jack full stream, which means we move on to our final game of the afternoon, which is Trivia Murder Party 2. So I'm going to go away and get that set up. I have a terrible feeling that the changing light in here is starting to mess with my green screen. I can't quite tell. Welcome back to the Trivia Murder Party 2 Hotel Corridor. Gratefully loaned to me by our serial killer friend, who we're all about to go and meet in just a second. 2 games of Trivia Murder Party 2. And we had 8 audience members alongside the 8 main members there. I am almost sorry we're not playing bracketeering, because there's room for 16 people in that. We could have had everyone playing together. But we shall play TMP2, and obviously bracketeering will come up again in a future stream. If you are enjoying this, don't forget to give it a like. Feel free to subscribe. We do these every Saturday, with the occasional bonus one when there's bank holidays and such like, which there is next week, so I might even do a special bonus one on Friday for you. It's the May Day bank holiday, or is it the early May? No, it's, yeah, May Day. Possibly. I should probably check my calendar or something. Anyway, I should probably stop rambling and get Trivia Murder Party 2 loaded up for us. Off we go. But yes, feel free to like the stream, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and then you'll know in advance when the next one's about to start. Earthworm Sally always gets here far too early anyway. But you'll see it pop up on your home screen on YouTube when I arrange the streams in future. Let's see. Okay, I think it's all set. It should all be set up. We've played it enough times. So let's not dilly-dally any further. Let's get a game up and running. There's enough of us, so I'm going to do my usual thing of holding off and letting 8 of my wonderful, wonderful viewers get into the game instead of me, and then I will join the audience. Or if there's a space at the end, I will join in at that point. So here's your room code. TLUN, Tango Lima Uniform November. First 8 players to get in will be our mains, and then everybody else can just go join in the audience. For Hexen and Lackmus are players 1 and 2. Earthworm Sally, Aggie47, Irene, Queen Bee, Nuttabutter. And who is going to be that last one? I'm going to go and join in the audience. I'm just waiting for 1 player left. We're still no sign of Captain Price at the moment. He tells me it's some of his friends, I think, have popped into the stream to give it a watch and see what he does on a Saturday afternoon. So hello to all of you. Thanks for stopping by. If one of you wants to take that 8th spot, feel free. Let's get a full game up and running and I'll join in the audience. Otherwise, I'll just take that spot and play along in the main game. Do. Anybody? Come on, it's fun! There we go, there's Captain Price. I'm going to join the audience and we're going to play them. We're going to escape a Trivia Murder Hotel. You're about to see a very familiar looking corridor. Feel free to skip the intro if you were the VIP. There we go. Trivia Murder Party 2. The final game in our Jackbox Trivia Trilogy Saturday stream.
This is your wake-up call. Prepare to die.
Oh, look!
Welcome to Trivia Murder Party.
It's my corridor.
Your free spa weekend was a lie, luring you into this deadly trivia game. Only one of you will survive. And I hope that one survivor will keep us in mind.
Nice to have some company in the audience.
Alright.
You get to answer the questions too.
If I'm experiencing excruciating thyroid pain, where am I hurting?
If I'm experiencing excruciating thyroid pain, where am I hurting? Back, neck, shoulders, or abdomen? Don't forget to answer if you're also in the audience.
And the correct answer is...
It is the neck.
Who got the question right?
4 of us. Well, 4 of you got that right. The rest of us, or the rest of you.
It's time.
I've got to remember I'm in the audience. It's off to the killing rooms.
Welcome to the killing room.
Skewers.
The old skewers trick. Pick a space inside the box to hide.
If you're in the audience, possibly if you were one of the ones who got the question right, you can place a bet on who's going to die. The 4 of you who didn't get the question right, you've got to pick a space to hide inside the box. And then the box is going to get stabbed. And if you get stabbed along with it, well then it's goodbye. But of course, if you play Trivia Murder Party or you've played this before, you will know that you can still play along as a ghost and you can still win the game as a ghost. We've seen people die on question 1 before and go on to win the whole thing, so don't give up.
Looks like some people didn't think it was necessary to hide. Luckily, I've got a great spot picked out for you.
Oh, Nuttabutter.
It's time for the volunteers.
We know where you are now.
You a very sharp sword. On your device, choose a row or a...
I'm guessing some of those are going at the top and down the middle.
Freak. Ouchie.
Yeah. Needed to pick a space, Nuttabutter. Not sure what happened, why you didn't. But unfortunately, that means you are dead.
you're not going anywhere. Okay, so don't freak out. But you're a ghost now. Keep playing and you just might steal someone else's life force and win the game. Oh, also, there's an audience in the game. If they survive, you die.
We haven't had an audience victory yet.
You can join the audience at any time.
Luckily I'm here this time, so maybe we will. He said, entirely unconvincingly.
Let's keep moving. What is a primary ingredient of Worcestershire sauce?
Or Worcestershire, as my daughter likes to call it. Peppercorn roots, fermented celery, beef drippings, dissolved fish. And yes, I do, and yes, I do correct her, but you know, your own children never listen.
Almost out of time.
Worcestershire sauce.
Who picked
Dissolved
this?
fish. Well done to the three of you who got that right.
Come with me.
It's another 4 in the killing room.
Sure. Welcome back to the killing room. I hope you like gifts. Help yourself
Presents.
to a totem that represents my family drama.
My corridor loaning best mate's a nice guy, really.
Pick a box and keep what's inside. Choose wisely.
He's giving you all
Or
presents.
randomly,
All
you know, it's up
gifts.
to you.
Pick something, Queen Bee. There's only one left anyway. There we go. Oh.
Ah, it's my Grandma Despair's knight. Fun fact, she wasn't really my grandmother, just a family friend that killed and replaced my grandmother. Anyway, now you have to use that knife to cut one of your fingers off. Maybe I wasn't
I
clear.
believe
She was a
Aggie47
finger to
fell
cut
victim to
off
this
or
in the
you
original
die.
TMP as well when we played that earlier. And off
See,
goes
that
the
wasn't
finger.
so bad.
But yes, that was a fun fact. Thank you, Mr. Serial Killer.
I had some good times growing up in this terrifying hotel. I would kill to feel like that kid again. Which is sort of the whole premise for this game, I guess. Let's try another one. The constellation Capricornus is also known as what?
And the constellation Capricornus is also known as the heroic hunter, the great feast, the lost lamb, or the sea goat. Answer now if you're in the audience, answer now if you're in the main game. And if you're Aggie47, if I saw which finger you cut off correctly, pray the answer is not number 4.
Time's
Waiting
almost
on an
up.
answer from our ghost.
Who picked this?
It was the sea goat.
Follow me.
3 players to the killing room, please. Oh, it's money.
Oh good, it's my money pile. Take as much money as you want. But take the most money or the least money, and you'll be sorry.
So,
Have fun.
how much money are you all going to take? Land in the middle, and you live. Take too much or too little, and you die. So you've got to land in the middle.
Okay, who took what?
Queen Bee lives.
Oh, the most greedy and least greedy must be punished.
Blackness and Aggie47 on the other hand. Buzz, buzz,
Just
buzz.
because you're dead doesn't mean that knife has to leave the game. There's a wheel on your controller right now, and you have a few seconds to bequeath it to another player. But you gotta do it fast.
Aggie47 gets to hand the knife away. Where's it going to go?
Ghosts with knives is just too weird.
I think we might have lost
Take care
Nutter
of this
Butter,
for me. It could be used
unfortunately, as the
evidence.
knife passes on to Captain Price.
We're here. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round. Next question. Which red fruit is traditionally used to make grenadine?
Which red fruit is traditionally used to make grenadine? Is it cherry, raspberry, currant, or pomegranate? Answers in now. Yeah, I think we've definitely lost another brother. There's a little egg timer showing next to his character as well. So we are just down to 7. Means 1 extra space in the second game. For one of our audience members. It was a pomegranate. Well done to the 6 of you who got that right. Which means that Captain Price and the knife
was that question too hard?
Are off to the killing room.
Well, since you have the knife, I think you should cut off
just going to cut off one of his fingers.
This is not a joke. Choose a finger to cut off, or you die.
Yeah. Tough options. Cut off a finger or die entirely.
Graham would have been so proud of you.
Captain Price will no longer be making abusive gestures.
Close your eyes and envision
Middle finger is
yourself
gone.
getting the next question right. Who wrote The Secret?
Who wrote The Secret? Rhonda Byrne, Deepak Chopra, Louise Hay, Robin Sharma. Get your answers in now. Or in my case, your guesses.
Almost out of time.
I think everyone has answered. It was Rhonda Byrne. Well done to the 4 of you who got that right. But Hexen, Queen Bee and Captain Price are off to the killing room.
Let's play a dice game. Don't worry, this one's real straightforward. The player who rolls the highest will die. But we've got some help to make this more interesting. You have an extra die that you can give to whoever you want to make
Queen
their
Bee's
odds
picked up
worse.
a couple of extra dice. For Hexen picks up 1. 2 left to hand out, although one of those is with Nutter Butter, unfortunately, which probably means it's not going to get given to anyone. It's not looking good for Queen Bee.
Oh yeah, your odds are astronomically bad now. Time to roll. The player with the highest total dies.
Some low numbers on that.
My
Yeah, we got
money to the
21.
player with
Well,
6
Captain Price is
dice.
safe.
Am I
The Hexen
right?
gets 10. Could have only got 24. Captain Price, who could only have got 18
You're so
anyway,
good at rolling,
rolls
you can
9.
roll into your own grave.
And Queen Bee, by some distance, is bear trapped. And so we're down to 4 players dead, 4 left alive, $4,000 in the audience as well, which puts the audience in 4th place, I think.
Let's try another one. Oh my god,
All 2
this
of
is
us.
such a fun sleepover. Let's rate some heavenly bodies. What is the hottest planet in our solar system?
What is the hottest planet in our solar system? Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn, or Venus? Which of those is the hottest? Could be down to proximity to the sun, possibly. I don't know that for definite. Could be something else.
Who
Picked Venus.
this?
5 of you. Which just leaves Irene as the only
Time for
living player to get that wrong. Oh,
Time
it's
to
our
try to save
favourite.
yourself with a password. Enter a real 4-letter word with your device.
This is always fun.
Don't make it easy. If someone cracks your password, you die.
Yeah, this is always fun. Just waiting on Irene to enter a
Come
password.
on.
Otherwise, he'll pick one for you and tell us all what it is. Oh, there we go.
Now everyone else will try to crack the password. As a team, guess the password on your device. You get a clue if your guess has a letter in the right spot.
Keep an eye on the screen if you can, because the
Anyone
answers
figures
will
out the
pop up.
password before time
Okay,
runs
there's an
out,
I.
I will reward you all.
Everyone else has found the I as well now. And a W.
Don't be greedy about what letters you figured out. Let everyone know.
There's an N and a G. Right, put those together and what have you got? This isn't looking good, Irene. There you go, it is wing.
Your security's been breached.
Good night, Irene. On a wing and a prayer. And shot and dead.
I gotta say, you look pretty badass with that knife.
Oh, that's nice of him to say, isn't it? What question are we up to here? Question 7.
Let's keep moving. Who would you not find on Mount Olympus?
Who would you not find on Mount Olympus? Neptune, Apollo, Hermes, or Ares? I could make a joke about a certain courier service here, but I'd probably get into trouble.
Time's almost up.
The answer is Neptune.
This.
Well done to the 4 of you who got that right.
Follow me.
The other 3. It's time
It's
for a
the
game of
peg
pegs.
game. You're going to drop down this board and try to avoid the death zones. You know what? We need some death zones. Hey, you. Pick the landing slots that kill.
Safe players can pick landing slots, death zones. I'll get there in a minute. And there they are.
Okay.
Now drop your pegs in and attempt to survive. Here we go.
Pick a spot to drop from. I'm sure everything will work out for you.
Play strategically. And there goes Earthworm Sally's. There goes Captain Price's. Captain Price has dropped quite close to the death zones. Earthworm Sally's reasonably safe. Captain Price is dead. Earthworm Sally has survived. The Hexen could go either way. And drops into the same zone as Captain Price. We are 2 more down. Earthworm Sally survives. Earthworm Sally leading at the moment, just narrowly from Lackmus. And it's time, with those 2 deaths, to go to the final game. Well, Earthworm Sally will take a head start and attempt to escape. Been a good afternoon for Earthworm Sally. 3 wins out of 4 so far. Can they make it 4 out of 5 by escaping the hotel before the rest of us?
Lettuce. Tap each answer that fits the category and then press submit.
Types of lettuce: butterhead, endive. Endive?
Let's see the right answer.
Turns out it was both of them. Earthworm Sally knew that. Extra 2 spaces on the head start. Captain Price has the knife. Will that come into play?
Oh, wait. Did you think it was going to be just you? Aw, that's cute. If a ghost catches up with you, they will steal your life force. Then they can escape and win the game.
And remember, we're back to Trivia Murder Party 2 now, so we need a perfect answer if you're going to get out.
They get a third chance to help
Metric
them
system
catch up
units
to
of
you.
measurements: bushel, furlong, ampere. And if you're in the audience, don't forget you can answer as well. We are giving chase, just like the rest of them. Turns out it was only ampere, the audience, so yeah, we didn't do well there. Lackmus
Does the audience
gaining
know
ground
they can
early
play
on.
this part?
Acronyms.
Acronyms.
Jif, Oreo, and Jif. I'll get letters. Turns out it's just the bottom one, which most of us knew. Lackmus doesn't move. Everybody else gains a bit of ground. Earthworm Sally still
Has more than 6
reasonably
legs.
far ahead. Scorpion, lobster, cockroach. Which ones have more than 6 legs? Nutter Butter will be claimed by the darkness any moment now. Another perfect answer for Lackmus. Here it
Don't look
comes.
behind you.
And that's the end for Nutter Butter, who I think we lost a while ago, to be honest, unfortunately.
Born in South Africa.
Born in South Africa. Nelson Mandela, Elisha Wood, J.R.R. Tolkien.
Almost up.
Code is in the bottom right hand corner, that's Charlie Gaming, although it will change after this game to give a fresh set of players a chance. There's 2 of us in the audience. So keep an eye out for the new code once this game is over,
The darkness.
as the audience
Volcanoes.
falls to the darkness. So it's just the main players now. I get to sit and keep an eye on this. Volcanoes, Mount Hood, Mount Merapi and the Matterhorn. Aggie47's in trouble. Hello, Claire Carey. Feel free to join in the next game, hopefully. Perfect answers from Earthworm Sally and Lackmus allows Lackmus to gain a little bit of ground. The exit is so close. Earthworm Sally closing in on a victory. Aggie47 is out of it.
Shakespeare quotes.
Shakespeare quotes, "The lady doth protest too much. Terror made me cruel, or from hell's heart I stab at thee." Bottom one, also a quote used by our serial killer host. Earthworm Sally 2 spaces closer. A good gap. And a possible win now, if Earthworm Sally can get a perfect answer. You can join in the next game, Charlie Gaming. I'll put a new code up, and usually what I ask people to do is wait and give new players a chance to join. So hopefully you can get in then. Next High Knots, Hanover Knot, Pratt Knot, Kelvin Knot, but it will be the last game. I will say that it will be the last game we play on the stream this afternoon. But we do this every Saturday afternoon at this time, so feel free to subscribe to the channel, and then the next stream would show up on your home screen just before it starts.
There's a good post right behind you.
As we lose Captain Price. Down to 5 now.
Statistically likely to outlive a moose.
Animals statistically likely to outlive a moose, giraffe, crane and seal. No perfect answer for Earthworm Sally means Lackmus can get a bit closer, so can Irene. The Hexen and Queen Bee still in it, but the darkness is closing in.
Canadian National Holiday.
Canadian National Holidays, Christmas Day, Revolution Day, Thanksgiving Day. Lackmus could win it now with a perfect answer. So could Irene, I think, is close enough to get out of that door. But it's Earthworm Sally, again, who's going to do it. Lackmus got a perfect answer as well. Would have won it if Earthworm Sally had tripped up there. But they didn't. The hotel blows up with the rest of us still inside. Earthworm Sally watches from the grass. And with $8,100, escapes and is our winner. And it's a good afternoon for Earthworm Sally, just keeps getting better. At least in the end, I can now say that this afternoon they have won every game at least once. Trivia Murder Party champion, 2 games in a row earlier. Won a game of You Don't Know Jack as well, and has now won Trivia Murder Party 2. As we go through everybody else's money and deaths. Captain Price didn't know where we died. Not about it. $500. Dropped out fairly early on. Audience couldn't escape in time, but we got $6,000, which is currently floating around somewhere. Most of it charred and ruined because we didn't get out. The darkness took us. So, on to what will be our final game of the afternoon. It's another game of Trivia Murder Party 2. New room code coming up. Usual protocol applies. If you were in the main game there, just hold off for a little while to give new players, such as Charlie Gaming and Claire Carey, who've just arrived in the chat, a chance to join in, and then give it maybe 30 seconds, and then pop the room code in, and let's see if we can get a full game up and running again. I am going to do my usual trick of hiding out and waiting as long as I can before I join, just to make sure the room can fill up without me, because I am the host. I don't necessarily have to be the player. Room code is DAZN. Yeah. We branded. That's like a sports network somewhere. Delta Alpha Zulu November. Hello to Lackmus. Hello to JXDE, CC, Irene, Earthworm Sally, Queen Bee. That's 6. Can we get a full room? We got 2 spaces left. That's Charlie. Who's going to take that last spot? If you were in the previous game, you can, I'd say, safely come in now. But who's going to get in there first? If nobody else wants that 8th spot, I will take it. But I like to leave the gaps. I like to leave the spaces for the people who are watching rather than taking one myself. We'll see what happens. I mean, we're going to have 8 players either way. And there we go, Aggie47. I will join the audience and we'll get the game underway. Come keep me company. If you're watching but not playing, just go to jackbox.tv on a web browser, pop that room code in, DAZN, and you can join me in the audience and help me try to get us a victory. Answer the questions, vote on who's going to die, that kind of thing.
This is your wake-up call.
Can anyone stop Earthworm Sally?
Welcome to Trivia Murder Party. That glowing review in Real Hotels magazine was a fake, luring you here to fight for your life. Only one of you
Welcome once again to my corridor as well.
And now one survivor better leave this hotel a glowing review online. I will not be screwed over by TripAdvisor again. Okay,
here we
first
go.
Question. Who wrote The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde?
The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde. Was it written by Haruki Murakami, Juno Diaz, Michael Chabon, or Sandra Cisneros? With apologies to any of those authors for the way I've possibly mangled saying their names. Get your answers or guesses in now.
And the correct answer is...
Juno
Who
Diaz.
got the question right?
Well done to the four of you who got that right. Well done even more so if you knew it and it wasn't just a lucky guess. Off to the killing room for the half of us who got that wrong.
Broken, sorry. Let's see who has ESP. Type in an answer that fits this category.
Character in You're a Good Man, Charlie
and if
Brown.
anyone matches you, you die.
So, characters in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Try and come up with one that no one else will think of. I suppose it's the Trivia Murder Party equivalent of pointless. You're trying to come up with an answer that nobody else could. Some of our not British viewers are probably sitting there going, pointless? Go look it up, it's awesome. Or maybe you've got a show like Pointless in the US, or wherever you are, I don't know. Still waiting on answers from Aggie47, and that's Charlie.
Time's almost up.
Time is
One
up.
of you didn't answer. I can't have that in my game. Anyway, moving on.
The rest of you, lots of Snoopies.
You should have picked a less guessable answer if you wanted to stay alive.
Patty Lucy and Charlie Brown. Keep you safe. CC and Queen Bee are dead alongside That's Charlie, who unfortunately didn't get an answer in and was therefore killed by default.
Don't worry, you're a ghost now, but you have options. Keep playing and you just might steal someone else's life force and win the game. Oh, by the way, the audience is a player now and can
Yeah,
win
he
the
is.
whole frickin' game. If you're not ready now, you can join the audience whenever. It's like super low prep.
Code in the bottom right hand corner if you do want to come and keep me company.
Let's try another
I'm
one.
essentially a 9th player down here at the moment.
I need a bunch of drawers for hiding stuff, so I should get an antique... what?
I need a bunch of drawers for hiding stuff. Bodies, probably. I should get an antique cathedra, chaise longue, rostrum, or chiffonnier. Stop giving me things I can't pronounce. Which of those would you be buying if you need a bunch of drawers for hiding bodies? It's him. It's probably bodies.
Time's running out. Who picked this?
Chiffonnier. And 4 of us got that right. I did
The
not.
rest of you who are still alive, come with me.
Earthworm Sally and Aggie47, the only living players to get that wrong. So it's off to the
Welcome
killing
back
room for
killing
you.
room.
And it's Pegs.
It's time for some pegging. Okay, now that I've said that out loud, it does sound weird.
A little bit.
You're going to drop down this board and try to avoid the death zones. Someone needs to pick which slots are death zones. Go ahead, everyone else. Choose a slot to make it no
If you're
bueno.
alive, sorry, if you're a safe player, as in you're not at risk of the killing room, you pick a slot. And let's see if Earthworm Sally or Aggie47 drop their token
Hurry
into
along.
your
If
slot.
someone dies in your death zone,
Which
you get a prize.
also sounds weird.
Ugh, really? Fine. I'll murder up a few of my own.
Okay.
Okay.
4 death zones, 5 safe zones.
Let the games begin.
Groups of 3. Of both of them, so be careful where you drop that chip. Earthworm Sally starts to... Wow! That did not go well for Earthworm Sally. 1 bounce and then straight through. Didn't touch anything on the way down. Straight into a death zone. Aggie 47 survives.
Good work with the death zone.
But it's a big old F for Earthworm Sally. Nailed. That was brutal.
Oof,
1 bounce and then straight through.
Not doing great. Do better.
Yeah, shut up. I'll move out of your corridor.
Let's keep moving. Which of the following does not have a jaw?
Which of the following does not have a jaw? A moray eel, a stingray, a lamprey, or a manta ray? Let's see if the audience can get this one right. Spare me the mockery.
Almost out of time.
Tweak the lighting in here a little bit, make sure my background doesn't fall to bits. Well done to JXD and That's Charlie, who were the only 2 to get that right.
I want to show you something.
Alakmus, Irene, and Aggie are off to the killing room. Skull dice.
Another dice game? I know. I'm like obsessed with dice. Roll as much as you want to add to your score. I'll kill the player with the lowest score. But go over 21 and you die instead. And don't forget, if they roll a skull, that adds 1 to everyone's score.
So get as close to 21 without going over as you can, but everybody who was safe will be rolling dice, and any skull will add 1 to everyone's score. Aggie 47 is on 11, Lakmus on 11, Irene 10, Aggie 47 now on to 14, Lakmus 16, Irene 16, everyone's on 16. Everyone's on 17. Aggie's on 21. I'd stop there if I were you. Oh! And then a skull.
Ooh, busted. Explosions really are the best
Aggie 47 gets to 21, but then somebody rolled a skull, and he dead. Earthworm Sally rolls the skull. And it kills Aggie 47 and leaves us with 3 players left in the game. We've lost CC, unfortunately.
We're here. When 1 player is left alive, we'll go to the final round.
Down to the final 3.
Next question. Which Cartoon Network show featuring the Crystal Gems was created by Rebecca Sugar?
Which Cartoon Network show featuring the Crystal Gems was created by Rebecca Sugar? The Amazing World of Gumball, Steven Universe, Adventure Time, or The Legend of Korra? I do not know this. I will guess. Hello to the person in the audience currently keeping me company.
Who picked?
It's Steven Universe. Well done to the 5 of you who got that right.
Only a ghost got it
No
wrong.
living players got it wrong.
Didn't want that to happen.
We move on.
Let's try another one. Where is the ancient city of Petra?
Where is the ancient city of Petra? Jordan, Syria, China, or Peru? Answers now. Or if you're like me, guesses. Who picked? Jordan.
This.
5 of you. And again, only
Everyone
ghosts
again?
got
You
it
don't
wrong.
need to be taught a lesson.
Oh, what's he going to do now? Oh.
It's my old favorite, chalices. I've given each safe player a poison pellet.
That seems a little...
Pick a chalice to drop your poison in.
The ghosts can pick a chalice. The living players best not pick their poison. You are in the audience. Have a guess on who will die, if you haven't already. It might be too late now, actually.
Now it's your turn to play. Pick a chalice to drink from. Poison does what poison does.
JXDE and Irene have picked. Lackmus picks.
Delish. Now let's see what everyone drank.
Lackmus and Irene have drunk from the same one.
This is why I love this game.
And it
Sometimes
had poison
people
in
get
it.
Poisoned.
We're down another 2. Which just leaves, I think, JXDE.
Only one of you is still alive. You know what that means.
It means it's time for the final round.
Glad to see you're the one to make it here alive. But will you be the one to escape? I'm going to give you a category.
Gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
Pop-Tarts or peaches?
Tap each answer that fits the category and then press submit. Let's see the right answers.
1 out of 2. Extra space head start.
Correct answer.
And now the race begins.
You're a
So
little
that
bit
thing.
closer to escaping. Oh,
The
wait,
exit.
did you think it was going to be just you? Aw, that's cute. If a ghost catches you, they'll steal your life force. Then they can try to escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question.
Celebrity
And they
perfumes.
get a third chance to help them catch up to you.
Girl on Fire by Jennifer Lawrence. Midnight Heat by Beyonce. Fame by Lady Gaga. Tap the answers that are correct on your device. Press submit.
Stop.
Sometimes it's none of them. At which point you can just press submit without ticking anything, of course. Well done to Lackmus, Irene and Earthworm Sally, who got all 3 of those. Close the gap a little.
The audience is not doing great.
The audience is in 5th. Shut up.
Cloud.
Clouds. Stratus, Stratostratus, and Cirrus. So which of these are clouds? Well done to the audience. Moving on 3 spaces. Lackmus, Irene and Earthworm Sally with perfect answers again. So did Aggie47.
Dairy products.
Dairy products. Clabber, tofu, and whey. That's Charlie getting left behind a little. CC, I think, is already timed out. 67%, so the audience moves on 2 spaces. Earthworm Sally with another perfect answer.
Don't look
Moves
back
into
because there's
3rd.
a ghost right there.
And here comes the darkness
Behind.
to claim CC. And that's Charlie.
It's only darkness.
Aggie47 and Queen Bee are in danger next. Monogamous animals. Rabbits, emperor penguins, black vultures. Monogamous animals.
Time is almost up.
1 mate for life. Emperor penguins and black vultures. Another perfect set of answers for Earthworm Sally. Hope no foul play in play here.
The darkness approaches.
Although I'm not sure how you could Google it that quickly anyway, so I'm going to shut up.
Arthropods.
Queen Bee's in trouble, Aggie47's in trouble. Need some arthropods here. Oysters, leeches, shrimps. Lackmus, joint second. JXD in danger of being caught. Lackmus gets all 3. Takes the lead. Pushes Jade back into 2nd place alongside Earthworm Sally. Irene in 3rd. Queen Bee and Aggie47 just escaping the darkness for now, and the audience lagging a bit behind as well. The Greek Muses, Erato of lyric poetry, Algebra of math, Fluria of mystery. Mer? Is that supposed to say algebra? Have they made a spelling mistake, or is it really Albrega? I don't know. Jade gets 2, Lackmus gets 2, Irene doesn't move, Earthworm Sally moves up 1.
Pass me the popcorn. This
3-horse
one's
race at the moment.
Don't
And it's
let
a
the
race that's
darkness
over
get
for
you
Queen
on the way
Bee.
out.
Aggie47's next in
Tomato
her.
variety.
And the audience is in trouble too as well. Tomato varieties, plum, peapod, brandywine. Fairly certain on one of these.
Time is almost up.
Is that going to be enough to get us away from the darkness? I just need to get 1 right to survive the darkness for another turn. Got the lot. On we go.
You're better than I
Irene
thought.
moves back into contention with a perfect 3. And we have a situation now where either Lackmus or Jade could win it.
You need
JXDE.
the perfect answer for your final escape.
Perfect answer required though. Movies with a werewolf.
And that includes the third answer
What we do in the
choice now,
shadows,
too.
Big Fish, Peter and the Wolf. And you need all 3 to escape. 2 possible winners here. Earthworm Sally can close in, so can Irene. The audience and Aggie47 still with work to do. But that's not going to matter. Lackmus takes the win. And for the rest of us, it's darkness. And an explodey hotel. But at least the last person out turned out the lights. Lackmus survives with $5,000. And becomes our final winner of a very fun little afternoon. Irene ingested poison, $4,500. Earthworm Sally, cause of death unknown, $4,500. Stolen spirit from JXDE, $4,000. That's Charlie, had $3,000 but was bad at melding mines. Haggy47 rolled bad, skull dice, $2,500. CC a bad mine meld, 0. And Queen Bee, bad mind meld as well, 0. That mind meld did take out a few people. The audience couldn't escape in time, got $2,500, me and whoever else that was. But with $5,000, our winner in that final game was Lackmus. And that is it for this Jackbox Trivia Trilogy, in which we played both Trivia Murder Parties, either side of a couple of games of You Don't Know Jack full stream, which I think was really good fun and will make another appearance on the channel in a future stream. But for this one, that is it. So same again next Saturday, 1 o'clock UK time. Possibly one on Friday as well, I don't know. We'll just see how my plans work themselves out there, because it is a bank holiday. So we'll see what I'm doing with that one. But definitely one on Saturday at 1 o'clock next week. So I will see you all then, hopefully. Don't forget to give the channel a subscribe so that you can see the streams show up when I get round to setting them up. And feel free to give the streams a like as well. And until the next time, stay safe, wash your hands, and take care.